That's that's what we're doing. I'm locked into some lives right now. What's going on? Thank you for coming in, Sherry. So, um, yeah, let's get into this, man. I should have put a title up here, but I do have a title up that states that um, they told me that the fastest way to grow in social media was to go live, right? And then I guess there were some changes here that said that, you know what? What's up, everybody? If you go live, then you could grow your content faster. Now, on some platforms, that's true, but on most of them, that is not true. I'm here to debunk those myths and flat out lies because that is not the truth. Hasn't been my story, right? It hasn't been my truth. Fact is, if you don't show up consistently, chances are you're not going to grow. I mean, but isn't that like that's just common sense? If you don't show up consistently in anything, you're just not going to grow. And it's a long game. It's the long haul. It's not a short it's not a short game. I don't care who you are. If you are not producing, if you are not challenging yourself to have an outcome every single day, then forget about it. It's just this ain't your game. It's almost like going to work every day when you're on when you're on a 9 to 5. You have to show up 5 days a week. You have to be there for however much time they want you there. What is it, 8 hour days, right? If you're not there for 8 hours in the day, then chances are you probably won't be there for the next couple of days after they call you in and have a conversation with you. That's just kind of how that goes, man. So, what I've learned in this space is that I had to show up every day. But there was something interesting that happened to me with TikTok. So I guess I took some time off of TikTok, and TikTok went through some changes, right? And it got more and more appealing, so to speak, and YouTube as well. It just, as I was trying to grow on TikTok, to be honest, I could not grow, right? I got about to what 3,366 folks. And every time I look on TikTok, somebody's dropping me, right? So my numbers are constantly going down. And when I start showing up, then those numbers start going up again, right? So I've learned this algorithm game, but the algorithm is different on all channels. All of the major channels is different. You got to do something different on all the major channels. YouTube is very difficult to grow a following, and Instagram even harder. I mean, this is very difficult over there. But then TikTok is a lot more friendly. You got a lot more people over here that are interested in a wider span of topics and just a wider base. I say TikTok is a lot friendlier than than the other platforms. So I'm going to hang out here for a little while because TikTok even incentivized me and said if you can go for 30 minutes on two occasions, right? Maybe talking about a product or just giving a spill, right? Then they would reward me. Now, here's what's crazy about what I've learned about anything, right? Anything. I told this story just the other day. I said, here it did, you gotta get good at storytelling. You have to perfect this game of storytelling. And here was the thing. I used to sell cars for BMW, right? And the whole time I was at the dealership, which was about 4 years, I could not afford a BMW. For the life of me, I just could not sell enough cars in order for me to buy one of those cars. And when I quit working at the dealership, suddenly I could afford to buy a BMW. And I did, right? And that taught me a valuable lesson that I'm going to impart to you guys, man. And here it is. In your planting season, you cannot expect a harvest, right? So when I was at BMW learning the cars and learning how to deal with dealership clients and learning how to talk about the specs and communicate a message that got people to trust, or what I call it, the know, like, and trust me. Um, they did. They did. So people started to know, like, and trust me. They would come to the dealership and hang out. You know, people were buying those type of cars, didn't buy on the same day. Usually took them 30 days before they actually pulled decided to spend the money. and and they got to know me, they got to like me, and they got to find out that I could actually communicate the sales of the vehicles that would solve their problems and help their lives, right? But what I learned about all of that was this. Again, when you're planting in your planting season, thank you guys for coming in. If you're coming in and you're going to stay with me, tap the screen, let me know that you're here. Let TikTok know you're here, and do all of the things. Share the live, because I'm going to be here for about 30 minutes like they asked me to do. And I do appreciate it. And I appreciate your time, because you don't have to come and hang out with me, but you have. And so I'm going to talk you to death right now about just the things that I learned. What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up, everybody? So, what I learned is that we get frustrated. I used to get frustrated, right? I would start something and I wanted to see results on that thing that I started right away. And when I didn't get results right away, I would scrap it and start over, right? I became sort of a perfectionist, right? I wanted to be perfect. I had to be the top in everything that I did. And if I wasn't seeing top level results, scrap it, quit, go somewhere and start all over again. Thank you so much for liking the live. Appreciate it. Share it. Hold the nose down and share it out if you don't know. And let us get some people in here, because I think I have a valuable message, and that's what I'm about. Imparting valuable messages. But what I learned is, the longer you put off what you know you need to do, or that you can do, the longer you push it off, the harder it gets. But because something gets hard doesn't mean that you don't do it, right? You learn how to do what's hard. Somebody called me a hardaholic the other day. And I was like, wow, that was interesting. I had never heard that term before. What is a hardaholic? Many of us are hardaholics. Instead of doing what comes easy for us, we always put a million obstacles in front of us, which makes whatever it is that we know we're supposed to be doing, or our heart is calling us to do, or God has called you to do, right? Yeah, I said it. God called you to do it. You keep putting it off, Jonah. You keep hiding, but you can't hide, because it calls you, like this has for me, showing up in front of my camera. If you guys have followed me anytime, or you just go through my pages, you'll see I put a webinar out there about getting in front of your camera, right? Especially if you're an entrepreneur, if you're selling anything, if you're pitching a product right here from your TT shop, and you're not able, you just won't allow yourself. It's not that you're not able to do it or capable of doing it. You just won't allow yourself to do it, right? You got people that come here all the time and they're selling you a digital product, and they're saying, buy this digital product, buy this digital product. You can buy it from me and then you can go and sell it. Let me tell you, it's not going to work for you if you won't get in front of the camera. It's just not. It's a waste of $4.95 or $5.95 or however much it's costing you, that you sit there and listen to this person give you this spiel over and over and over and over, and you still don't pull the trigger. And I understand, but here's the real key. It's not that you're afraid to speak publicly. You're speaking publicly all the time. If you got a job and you're having a conversation around the water cooler or in the lunchroom or just wherever you are, you're talking, you're in public speaking. You're speaking publicly, right? But when it comes to these platforms and in front of that cell phone that you take all your selfies for, with, and you take photos and videos of everything but you. Come on, y'all. Come on, man. Are you serious? It's not that you're afraid to do it. It's you're afraid of how you will be received. That's it. So it's not about you being fearful. It's not about you being frightful. It's not about you doing what you are equipped to do because God equipped you with it. You woke up with it: eyes, sight, smell, taste, walking, talking, all of it. You're doing it, scrolling right now. You're hanging out with me on TikTok, and I'm convincing you and telling you that, listen, you can win with the digital product. You can win standing and sitting in front of your camera and having a conversation about something you already know. If you raise kids, you got experience. If you got a job and you've been on a job for longer than a year, you have experience that other people might need, especially somebody younger than you. But nowadays, somebody older than you, because the job scape and life is changing so rapidly. Sheesh, we don't even know what happens next. Right? We don't know. We just get up in the morning and we're wondering, like, damn, well, what did they do? And what situation are we going to be in? Point being, all of that, forget all about that. But what I'm trying to say to you guys is you are capable of any and everything that you desire to do. It's you who are telling you, you who are telling yourself that it's not possible. It's you. And then you allow other voices to come in and stop that, shut you down, and stop you from living that life or gaining or growing or making some money right here on TikTok. Those people that are selling you a digital product, they definitely are making money with a digital product that they come and show up and sell over and over and over and over again. And some people take, some people take it. Some people believe in it. Some people spend the money and then they get afraid to get in front of their camera, and then it is a waste of money. But the more you do this, the more you just turn on your camera and start spilling, the better you get, the more comfortable you get. The more comfortable you get, the more people get to know, like, and feel like they can trust you. And if they feel like they know, like, and trust you, then they will buy from you, right? We all need money. Bottom line, we all need to pay the lights and the internet and for these phone bills, right? We all need to be clothed and drive a car and find a place where we can work. And it takes money to work. What's up, Remy? It takes money to get to wherever it is that you're doing, right? It takes money to get, well, it takes money. Money is, we need it. Sheesh. And it's not hard to do. Money is not hard to make. You could slip up and walk over some money. It's just, it is so easy. It's just what is making it hard for you to make the money is hardaholic mentality. You got a hardaholic mentality. That's what they were saying to me. Chuck, why are you making things so hard? Why are you stuck on living and dealing with the problems that you have a talent and a skill to fix? I see Remy. If you guys don't know Remy, Remy is a top level salesperson all day. This woman is one of the greatest salespeople that I have ever experienced. She goes hard day after day after day after day, selling all types of things. And really, she's doing a master class on how to sell. She's giving you a master class. It's not even about the product. She's giving you a master class on getting in front of your camera, being passionate about whatever it is that you feel that someone else may need. It could be a handbag. It could be a pair of jeans. It could be a camera. I just bought this incredible DJI camera, which is a game changer in terms of my content creation and for my podcast, for my interviews. Game changer. It's expensive, but the cost of the product has nothing Nothing, can't even match what is what comes from behind it, right? Because I'm into teaching, I'm into coaching, I'm into mentorship, and I'm into learning, right? I come here and I come to study. Yes, you are welcome, Remy. I come here to study, to perfect my game, because here's what I do know. If you get in front of this camera and you get comfortable in front of this camera and you come to this camera with intention, you show up to these audiences with intention, these audiences, the members of these audiences will support you and they will shop with you, especially if you are bringing them something that they can use, something that they actually need, something that you can purpose, and you bring and you give a spiel about it and you talk about it, like this microphone, right? It's a Razer microphone. I got this from Razer. It's a game changer for my podcast, right? It gives me clarity, it gives me security, it gives me peace of mind, it gives me peace of mind for my guests. And listen, I bring it to you and I tell you, hey, go buy a Razer microphone, because I gain the confidence and I know the power of your voice. I know the power of your image. I know, and they do too. Matter of fact, TikTok knows the power of your voice and your image too. TikTok knows the power of your confidence in yourself. TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, they all know that they also benefit off of your skill set. And that is the ability to communicate a message, which you're doing all day, every day anyway. And it may not be to who you have pictured in your mind that you want to communicate your message to, because you're making it hard. You communicate to people like-minded, people like your brother, your sister, your cousin, your uncle, your grandmother, your father. It's just that simple. It is just that simple. You come here and you talk about whatever it is that you're trying to do, and you do it long enough, people support you. Make sure you guys are tapping the screen. I appreciate it, guys. I'm just here. I'm passionate about what I'm saying. I teach this, I coach this, I've done webinars about this. You can catch all of my 600 to 700 videos on YouTube that I definitely am passionate about helping somebody else, because I know I went through some things, right? I know that I had to put myself through something hard in order to get to this level to where I could just come and speak my mind. And I'm going to do that. And I speak my mind here to teach you how to make money here. You could definitely make money in all of these social media platforms by opening your mouth and, sharing a little bit of that light that God already put in you. It's not rocket science, right? Children do it. I'm pretty sure you've been sold a box of Girl Scout cookies before, right? Would you like to buy a box of Girl Scout cookies? You walk out of the store and they're right there, right? It's a group of them, right? And it usually, you usually don't even, you reject them all day long. No, I don't want it. I don't want it. No, maybe next time. No, and they, okay. Same thing, right? We become adult-like, we become sheltered, we become guarded, and we lose our ability to communicate outside of the bubble we create, right? And when we create these bubbles, we sit in these bubbles, we really miss the benefit of all of the things that the Creator put in our world to keep us growing, to keep us learning, to keep us sharing, to keep us building. And you could actually build an empire right here, right? Then they gave us this thing. They gave us a cell phone with a camera in front of it. They gave us social media. They gave us TikTok. TikTok gave you some things that you have. Well, you know what they really did for you is they cut all the excuses out of why you can't afford the things that you want in your life. They really cut out your ability or how many more excuses that you could come up with because, hey, you can't get the car note paid, or you can't get that light bill paid, or you can't buy those new pair of jeans or that new pair of shoes that you know you want. If you just realize that this tool called your voice and that beautiful image that you are, right? You are beautiful to somebody. right? Somebody who will definitely support you if you just show consistency. If you just show up on a regular basis, people will come by and support you. Whether you're having a good time or whether you're going through HELL, somebody will come and support you if you keep showing up. You can come here and cry about your life, and somebody will come in here and want to see you do better. Period. Somebody will come here, and the good nature of the folks that this heart is, it's a good natured heart. It's a positive thing that's going on in there. Now, some people got a dark some people have a dark, situation going on, but still, even with that, there's a light in there somewhere. Hurt people. But scrap all that. The point of what I'm talking about tonight is you have the ability to win, right? I didn't come here to sell you a digital product tonight, but the next time you see me, I might be here to sell you on a digital product. What I'm selling you on tonight is yourself. I'm selling you on self-belief. I'm selling you on it's okay if you have something a little weird about yourself that you don't want people to know, right? You don't want to disclose. I'm here tonight to tell you that there are all types of people, all kind of folks in our world. If you're not in America, you're looking over at America and you could see what's going on in America, right? And then you could see what's going on pretty much all over the world. And you mean to tell me that what you have, that thing of beauty that you have that's different from everybody else's, that you feel like it's weird, that you what's weird about you is that thing that makes you grow. What's weird about you is that thing that gets you paid. What's weird about you, or that quirky thing that you feel about you, is the thing that's your key to your dreams, right? And I'm going to say this, it's all hard. It's hard. You just learn how to deal on a level that's hard. You learn how to manage something that's hard better if you put your effort and your time and your energy into it. It's just that simple. It doesn't get easier, and that's okay, right? Because you get more complicated too. You get more powerful too. You get stronger too, right? Some of us are in the gym all day and all night. And what's the goal? To lift heavier and heavier so we can get more and more chiseled, so we can get stronger and stronger and stronger. And in order for us to get stronger and stronger and stronger, we have to lift heavier and heavier and heavier, right? Sometimes we go home a little sore. Sometimes we go home with a little pain. It's no different. What I have learned about life is you got to go through the hard. And when you make it through, then now you're stronger to deal with the hard. It's not that it gets any easier. And someone behind you will tell you that it's hard. But here's the thing, you going through it now have tools that you have equipped yourself with. And in this day and time, the information age, you can now offer that to someone at a cost. And let me tell you something. People with money who have a strong enough problem will pay you. When I need a pair of jeans, I know I could come over here and find Remy. I know I could come right here and say, oh, Remy's selling jeans today, right? I know. What's up, Mac? Thank you for coming in, right? I know where I could go because she's going to show up every day. She's going to show up every other day. She's going to be right there. And I know where to find her because of her consistency, because she ain't afraid, right? And even if she is, she's done it enough to show us that it's really not that difficult. And that level of difficulty that she's dealing with, she can manage because she built herself up to that. And you can do that too. It is just that simple. You have the gift, you have the keys, you have everything that you need. You were born with it, you were equipped with it. It is a part of your makeup. We are built for tough. No, no, but we're built tough. You're built tough, tougher than you think you are. Let me check this time, y'all. I got calls coming in, and all right, I'm gonna hold it down for about 5 more minutes. because that's what they required. So I'm gonna do this for a couple more minutes, and just imparting, right? I was in the same position, right? I just didn't know. I didn't know. I didn't know how to make a breakthrough, right? And when it got hard for me, it wasn't that I would quit, but I would get really frustrated, and I would want to, yeah, I just beat myself up, give myself a harder time than the world was actually giving to me. The world wasn't even giving me a hard time. I was giving myself a hard time, making things hard for me, right? Until I just decided that, you know what? I'm going to be the hardaholic. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the things that come easy for me, and I could get past not wanting to show my face, right? Not wanting you to hear my voice. And if I could I could earn a side income, or some people here come here and they make a ton of money. Maybe ask Remy, right? They come here and they show you firsthand on how it's done. And it may not click the first time. It may not click the second time. It may not click the third time. But if you show up just like they show up, it starts to take root. Successful people, get around successful people. You can come here and find successful people and see how they do if you're willing to put the time in and study what they do. Study the mannerisms, study the way they talk, the way they project, the way they just don't give a care anymore about somebody's negative thoughts about them. They don't necessarily care about the negative way of someone receiving them, especially when they're coming here being positive and supplying you with the things that you need that will definitely help you. I mean, I needed mics, I needed cameras, I needed speakers, I needed lighting. And let me tell you, I came here and I saw the dopest producers, the greatest showman or showwoman here, right here on TikTok. And I looked and I studied, and I scrolled through room after room after room after room as well. And I was like, you know what? I think I could do that. I think I was nervous. I was scared when I first came here. There was only one person in the room, and that one person was me. That thing up top says zero the whole time, right? And then it got bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger because I kept showing up. And I've been bad because I haven't been here night after night after night after night because I've been making money in my own respective profession. And I have to show up there because that's what I do. But the goal is to come here and educate so many of you, to come here and help empower you, to come here and let you know that you're ready. You've been ready. You have it. You have what it takes in order for you to just grow your skills, right? Grow your money, grow your bag, grow your bottom line, and increase the quality of your life. It could be done right here, right in front of a camera, right in front of your cell phone, right? Right with a product that, I mean, who doesn't? If you can make money solving somebody's problem, wouldn't that wouldn't that give you some kind of fulfillment? Wouldn't that make you feel good, right? And for those of you guys who have skills, who are holding back, being stingy, you tight fisted, right? You just won't open your mouth. You got the solution to most people's problems, right? Because you've been through some things. If you're of any age, if you're over 20, you've been through some stuff, right? If you're over 15, you've been through some things, right? So you have some experiences that you could share right here and help somebody else's life. They don't necessarily have to comment. They don't have to like. They don't have to let you know that they watching you from the hallways. Right? They don't have to let you know that, but they watching, right? They're scrolling by, but they could be sitting there learning something. And you could rest assured that when you go rest your head at night, if you came here being intentional, if you came here to share something that you know somebody else needs, right? You see them, you're passing by people all day long who are in need. Some of us have a poker face. Some of us have a really good poker face, right? We're smiling. Hey, we look like we're having a great time, but inside something ain't right, right? But you, just by coming here saying something, may implant a seed, which takes me back full circle and where I'm going to leave, right? Your planting season will definitely show up in your harvest season. Now, if I could say that one more time, and I'll give you one more scenario, right? One more story, right? I sell houses. I've been selling houses for decades. When I first started selling houses, for years, I could not afford a house. I could sell you a house all day long. I could sell you a townhome. I could sell you a condo. I could sell you a piece of land. I could sell you a commercial property, but I could not, for the life of me, in that time, purchase my own home, right? I would get frustrated about that. Sheesh, every time I make enough money where I feel like I'm ready for it, something happened. Or I get off and blow some money and do something that sets me back, right? But I was never being set back. I was in my planting season. Your learning season is your planting season. The moment I took a step back from real estate, I took a break. Suddenly, I was able to buy a house built from scratch, the ground up. In my planting season, while I was learning and I was serving in the field of real estate, serving, helping families, frustrated and all, I kept nurturing the seeds. I didn't even realize it. And then when I took a step back, I had a harvest. I was able to build my house from the ground up, 3 stories, nice square footage, beautiful home. I'm in it right now, right? My harvest came after my planting season. All right, y'all. I appreciate y'all for coming here. I hope I gave you something of value. I hope that is what you can expect from me every time, to come here and give you the best lessons that I possibly can, right? And if you receive that, come back and see me again, right? And don't give me the credit, give it to God, right? In your planting season, don't expect a harvest. You have to wait, right? Water it every day. Learn every day. Learn something about it every day. Learn how to perfect it every day, little by little, inch by inch is a cinch. Now, by the yard is hard, but inch by inch is a cinch. Now, that's Les Brown, y'all. All right. In your harvest season, then you reap the benefit of your planting season. Love y'all, man. I appreciate y'all for coming by and hanging out with me. And definitely, I'll catch you guys on my next live. Peace. I forgot how to turn this off, y'all.